So we're adding a layer of difficulty into our double tabletop exercise here. What I'd like you to do is to remember your breathing, your core activation, and keeping that neutral spine and pelvis position during this movement. If at any point during this exercise you feel it pull in your back, you're either not ready for this level of exercise, or it might be that we need to look at your technique. So we're going to go through the breathing technique first of all. You're going to inhale into the base of that rib cage, drawing the air down into the base of the lungs, and then as you exhale you're going to draw the ribs in and down towards opposite hips. And then with that deep abdominal contraction on the exhale, you keep your pelvis in neutral, so that glass of water is resting on that pubic bone, staying nice and level. But as you tighten the muscles, it feels like you're drawing those hips together, like you're putting on a tight pair of trousers. So that's your setting up exercise. You're keeping that nice communication and connection between the ribs and the hips. Just draw the ribs in a little bit there. You're keeping that nice straight line. Now you're going to get the tension before you move the legs, and what we're going to do is we're going to come up into the double tabletop position one leg at a time, and then we're going to hold that double tabletop position and do some toe taps. Okay, so if we exhale and tighten and lift the one leg. Good. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, tighten, lift the other leg into double tabletop. And remember, in double tabletop, you want to have your knees hip width apart, you want to have them directly over your hips, and you want to have your feet flexed in a nice strong leg position. So, to do the toe taps now, you're going to be able to maintain a double tabletop position. You're going to exhale to tighten, draw the ribs in, tighten the tummy, and as you exhale, you're going to take one foot down to tap the toe onto the ground, and then bring it back up. Okay, so the movement is all on one exhale. So you get the exhale, tighten, drop, lift, and then inhale. Okay, so let's try that with this left leg. So exhale, tighten, drop, lift, and then inhale. And then the right leg, exhale, tighten, drop, lift, and inhale. Good. Okay, so remember that exhale with effort is really important, because if you're inhaling, you're losing that connection. So it's tightening everything in and then coming through. Now, if at any point you lose that connection and your back arches, so as you drop this leg here, if the back arches, that can be quite uncomfortable and it can cause clicking in your hips. So what you want to be thinking about is a hand on your rib cage and a hand on your lower tummy, and you're keeping them in connection as you drop the leg down. So exhale to drop. You're keeping them connected. So the hands from the ribs and the hips don't move as the leg drops down. Good. And then to come out of that position, we'll come out of that position one leg at a time. So you're going to exhale, tighten, bring the one leg down. And then again, exhale, tighten, bring the other leg down into your crook lying position. Now you can have a breather at any point during this exercise. If at any point you feel that your muscles in your core are struggling, so they're shaking and shivering, say you feel like you have to hold your breath or clench your jaw, or if your legs feel like they're shaking, then at any point you can come back into crook lying to give yourself a breather, and then when you feel ready you can come back into that double tabletop toe tap position and movement. If at any point you're losing that connection and you're really struggling to keep the ribs and the hips connected during the movement, then come back down a layer of difficulty in your exercises to either alternate tabletops, double tabletop holds, or going back into revisiting how you keep that connection in the easier exercises.